Hi, I'm here to introduce you today to our newest product from Vista Medical. For the last 20 years you've been buying quality sensing products from us, and we've made them out of products like this SoftFlex sensor that we've been producing for about 4 years now. The SoftFlex sensor is very thin and flexible, but it doesn't stretch. And one of the things we wanted to do for 20 years was to provide you a sensor that could stretch. And with the new stretch sensor we've developed, it does stretch. Made out of fabric, it stretches in all 4 directions equally. This one is covered in Lycra. The idea is that if you can feel the sensor in a surface, you're not going to be happy with the performance of the surface. It's going to block the performance. We talk about it as hammocking, for instance, where it tents or hammocks across the surface and keeps the body from getting fully immersed into a surface. So with a stretch sensor, we've dealt with that problem in 2 ways. One, we dealt with it in stretch, and another way we dealt with it in the fact that it's breathable. So if you have a sensor that blocks, it's made out of plastic essentially, or some other material that doesn't allow airflow and doesn't stretch, it will affect the performance of the surface that you have. So our goal has been to make this sensor for your application where you could apply it either in a clinical environment from surface to surface, or to embed this in a surface so that you could put it in a bed or a seat, car seat, or a hospital bed or a retail bed, and leave it in there long term. And in that process, leaving it there, you're gathering information about the client, where they are in the bed, for instance, how they're breathing, what position, how often they've moved in the bed. Perhaps you're gathering respiration, so we can perhaps adjust the bed to improve that. But the idea is now you can gather information, you can make that support surface smart. Smart not just in the sense of gathering a whole bunch of data that you can report in the following morning, for instance, in a mattress in your house, but smart in the sense of it can be, you can take that data and feed it back into some kind of control mechanism, an air bladder or something like that, and actually adjust the surface and intelligently have that surface adapt to you through the course of your workday in an office chair or through the night as you're sleeping. So this one is covered with Lycra, fully breathable. If you're working in a clinical environment, or if you're working in, say, a laboratory where it's going from surface to surface, we also provide a surface that's waterproof and very robust. It's still stretchable, not as stretchy as Lycra. Still gives you a fair bit of stretch though. And it's also, you don't have to use the isolation bags anymore at this point, because this surface will stand up to the typical disinfectants used in hospitals. So again, our goal for the last 20 years is to be able to provide you a sensor that is made out of fabric, that's basically functionally transparent. You can't tell it's in a surface once it's embedded in it, so that you can move from simply sensing what's happening to actually moving on to making that surface a high-performing surface, a smart surface that actually helps the person through the course of the day, or to get a better sleep through the course of the night. Thank you.